In today's video, we're gonna take you shopping. I don't really need anything, and honestly, this baby already weighs too much. But shopping is also about experience. And if there is one country where this is absolutely true, it's Thailand. We are Nick and Linz. For the last 5 years, we have been traveling to some of the most amazing nature places on the planet. And now we embarked on an epic journey to experience naturism in every continent of the world. Subscribe and travel along with us. Right now, we are in Asia.
The reason why we decided to come to Amphawa to make this video is because apparently it is home to one of the most popular floating markets in Thailand.
Yep, they even have a sign for it. And it's not Amphawa, it's Amphawa. Nick still needs to practice his Thai a little bit. In the meantime, I'm a pro.
But it's not because we are walking next to a river that it cannot be noisy.
Besides the boat, it is pretty quiet here in such a popular market.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if we are going in the right direction. This town is not so easy to navigate because it's both a combination of real roads and waterways. It's a little bit like Venice. It has a different style of Venice and it has temples instead of churches, but the idea is quite the same.
This is pretty nice here to walk around. You have all these restaurants that are very close to the river, and they don't have chairs. I don't know if you see it, but you have to lay down, which has a chill vibe. And then you also have these Thai wooden houses. It's beautiful.
But still no sight of a floating market, and that is why we are here.
It's getting busier. The amount of people is rising and the amount of shops is rising too.
It is mostly souvenir shops though, and this is something I've actually heard, that in the past this was a very authentic floating market with a lot of food, a lot of vegetables, but now it has turned more into a tourist place, so yeah, the shops and everything adjusted to that. And just like that, there is the food. And here is also the first boat shop. I expected more of these because a floating market, to me, like I understood, is just a lot of boats on a river selling all kind of stuff. Here it's mostly on the side of the river. Well, just yet, maybe we didn't arrive at the actual floating market yet.
It is definitely getting more crowded.
This starts to look like an actual market, and they sell some interesting things here, like fish in a bag, in a paper bag. And this is interesting too, it looks like shrimp shells. This looks like spicy fish with garlic. There are quite some interesting things to eat when you come to Thailand. If you're one of those people who likes to eat strange food, this is really the place to be. This is one of these days that I wish that there was a possibility to add smell to video. The things we smell here, it's very difficult to imagine. It's a mix of all kinds of different foods, of different fish and meat that's getting grilled, of the sewer, of the river, of the people. It's a very interesting mix. You know what this is?
I have absolutely no idea.
It says on the sign.
Oh yes, yeah. If you know, leave it in the comments.
We had to escape to the bridge because it got a little bit too hot and sweaty in there. It's definitely still a popular market, especially the last 100 meters or so are very, very busy. And it's a really cool market. It's beautiful, it's lots and lots of things. But then again, every market in Thailand is pretty much an experience. And I'm kind of missing the floating part. Like as you can see down, there are a couple of boats that are still selling food, but most of the other boats are just tourist boats that bring people around the river. And I don't really see why people would want to take the boat, because there's no shopping to do by boat. It's just for sightseeing, I guess. It's something we're not gonna do. I'm not sure if this was what we are supposed to expect from a floating market, but I think that we will soon find out, because we have another floating market in a different village on our itinerary. But first, we're going to a completely different kind of market. It's all very picturesque to live next to a river, but yeah, then something like this happens. And I don't even know if it rains last night. Maybe we didn't hear, but it didn't seem like it rained. Maybe it rained in another place in Thailand and the river just flooded. But it's pretty heavy. It's probably a good thing that we visited the floating market yesterday. Today we are going to the Meklang train market. It's in another village just outside of Amphawa, but it's a little bit too far to walk, so we will have to take public transportation. But first things first. It's been 5 years since we were last in Thailand, and I really can't remember if there was already such a big coffee culture back then. There's a dog coming to my feet.
Hi!
I really can't remember if there was already a big coffee culture at the time, but now it's huge. There's in every town, in every corner of the street, there's a coffee bar. Look at this.
Oh my god, just look at me!
It's very hard to concentrate when there are dogs around. So basically there are coffee bars everywhere. They're often very hip, very fancy, and they have always iced coffees and lots of different teas. It's a lot of fun. Right, guys?
Oh.
No barking. That's why you come hiding here.
Ah, yeah. Then, no. We have a thief. Jesus. Hey. 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 We just got robbed by a dog. I mean, how stupid are we?
Stole our water.
Yeah, we need more coffee apparently. We're not awake yet.
But he opened it.
So you opened the bottle and now he's letting all the water out. There's a little bastard. Hey, hello? Ah, no, not again.
Traveling is all about new experiences, and getting robbed and harassed by a dog is definitely quite new to us, and I hope that it remains, that it stays with this one time. And now it's time to go to the market. This is what public transport looks like in rural Thailand. What do you do when there's no more space in town to build a market? You just share the space with the railway company. These are actual train tracks. These are not old train tracks. Like, they are still being used. A couple of times a day a train passes by through this market, and I don't know what happens then, but I hope that we can witness it. The stuff they sell here on the market is not that different from most other markets. It's a lot of fruit, a lot of clothes, some souvenirs. But it's the concept that makes this really, really special. I've never seen this before.
This market does look a lot more authentic than the one we were yesterday. Because it seems like people really come here, the locals, to buy their vegetables and their fish and stuff. Also, the prices are way cheaper here than the market we were yesterday.
There are big fish being sold on the train tracks. More. This looks like the Thailand of the very old movies, with street markets in very small dark alleys. We just heard the bell sound and now everybody is cleaning up, so I guess that the train is coming.
Yeah.
It's really funny how fast this goes.
โปรดระมัดระวังอันตรายจากขบวนรถไฟที่อาจจะเกิดขึ้นได้
安全愉快的假期，如有问题，请拨打1155，旅游警察为您服务。
And just like that, the railway market is back. This was one of the strangest things I've ever seen. And it's curious how fast and how casual this goes. Like the train has just passed by for a minute or so, and it seems like no train passed by at all. And this happens a couple of times a day, every day. The thing is, the shop owners are very prepared for this. Everything that's too heavy to lift very easily is on wheels, so they can just shift it away from the tracks when the train comes and then put it back. These whole dynamics are a reason on itself to visit this part of Thailand. And I could literally stay here all day just to see the whole thing happen again and again whenever a train passes by. But we have another market that we want to visit. This car is even better than the previous one. It has air conditioning. Our next stop for today is a town called Damnum Saduak. I'm most definitely pronouncing this wrong, and if I would say this to a Thai person, it's very unlikely that they will understand me. But we managed to get here, and there should also be a floating market here.
This one looks a lot more like a floating market than the one we visited yesterday. It is still very touristy, but at least it's floating.
It doesn't just look really cool, I also get the advantages. Like, people can just pack all their stuff at home, put it in the boat, bring it here and just sell it from the boat, so there's very little packing and unpacking to do. And yeah, it looks really cool, it's very fun. And it also seems like most of the sellers are women. There are few men with boats here selling stuff, it's always the women. This is much more how I imagined that a floating market would look. I would say that it looks a bit chaotic, but then again, this morning we were at a market where it always has to move whenever a train passes by, so from that point of view, this is much more relaxed. And now for the ultimate floating market experience, let's have some boat food. What did you order?
Pad Thai. Traditional style.
It can't get more Thai than this.
Good.
I think that we can speak of a success.
Yes, of floatingness.
We've been to 3 markets and we didn't buy a single thing.
No,
except for food. Except for food.
And drinks.
I think we more or less saw the floating market, and it's about time to go back to Amphawa. It's crazy how empty this place is. Yesterday we could barely move because of all the people, and now it's totally deserted. Well, maybe it's not that crazy because it's a weekend market. Today is Monday, and this is kind of the concept of a weekend market, that it's only open on the weekends. But Thailand is the kind of country that seems to be where everything seems to be open all the time. So that makes it still a little bit strange. Anyway, I think we've done enough shopping for a while, don't you think?
We've seen the markets for now.
We're going to get deeper into Thailand and search for other cool things. And of course, we're gonna take you along through this video series. So if you don't want to miss that,
make sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you like this video, please give us a big fat thumbs up. I will just see you in our next video. Bye!
bye-bye.